Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, the temporary one, again. I thought that we were gonna just release the last video, which is the red alert, but Cryptic is deciding to sneak something else before the end of the year. So what we're gonna go do is go over the blog from the Star Trek official Twitter feed, of course, drop our ECs, and then give our conclusions. So here we go. Save 25% on everything in the Zen store until January 2nd. So, yes, captains, that was a sigh that didn't come through. I don't want to say I'm disappointed. It's just 25%, really the end of the year. You want to push a little bit of the sales. I would have loved to seen a 40% off, to be honest. Even 30, 35? You know, can we get a 35% sale? It's the last push. Why not give a great sale? I don't know. It just feels like it's lackluster. The 25% thing, the 20%, I don't really find very enticing for me personally. But again, captains, like I always say, if you have the resources and if it's something that you've been saving for or waiting on in the sale, here we go. Mind you, we already had the sale going on, essentially, with the initial one that they gave out here. So, you know, I don't know why they would sort of throw this one as well. It just feels very meh, you know, and I might even just put that in the thumbnail, but kind of a meh. Of course, we had this sale until January 2nd as well, till 10 a.m. Course, 20% things going on, and then the C store, of course, there were those items, but again, this was, I don't know, it just feels very lackluster. Anyway, I said it already, but we'll keep going here. Save. No, we'll go here, top here, of course, January 2nd. So here's the actual blog itself here. 25%. Santa Gorn is thinking of, hey, here you go. Save 25% on everything in the Zen store. Of course, until January 2nd. So the glory of Santa Gorn reigns. His thirst for sales is almost sated. But before he can return to his wintry rest, he has one more present to give, one more tribute to demand. He wants you, captains, to save 25% on everything in the Zen store from December 31st to January 2nd. Soon, you'll have saved all you can. Soon, at last, Santa Gorn can rest. Now, I thought we'd be getting another free item of some sort. Maybe we still will. We'll see. Of course, if that does happen, captains, we will cover that. So now what I want to do is quickly go to the actual stow bridge here. Pull this off and put this on screen. Get into game here. We'll make some recommendations. Some or a lot, depends. But first and foremost, we're going to recommend this, the Valdres, aka the Norway. Again, I've said this before when this ship came out. I've been waiting for the Norway to come to Star Trek Online, and it finally came, and I could not be more happier because, one, it has command seating. And captains, you know I love my commands. I love my torpedo boats. Secondly, though, it came with these new fighters that came in game here. It's not on here right now, but the Elite Valkyrie Fighter Squadron. So this came from one of those other games, I believe, Invasion, Star Trek Invasion. And correct me if I'm wrong there in the comments below, captains. But it really updated the fighters that I was putting on my ships. So this Valkyrie fighter comes with the Norway and unlocks when you buy it. Now, the other ship that came alongside with this, and it's in a bundle, was the Seneca. Comes with new runabouts as well. But between the two, I'd rather have these because they look really, really cool, in my opinion. So that'd be my first recommendation. Definitely would be the Norway or the Valdres Command Strike Wing Escort. And I still have plans for this, captains, for our video series coming up. So look out for that. Next here, we'll go into the low buy store quickly here, and we'll kind of go tab by tab, trying to make this too long as we've already given some of these recommendations already before. Elite Captain Training Token. I said this before, and I knew why I didn't get this initially, because I knew we were going to get free, okay, free tokens with either giveaways and or events, and I've already have like 3 or 4, not only here on the PC bridge, but also the console bridge. So there's that. Mentioned this bundle. I didn't get the bundle. I said it before. Between the two, I'd rather just go with the Norway. The Federation Responder Bundle, definitely, I've mentioned this before. Again, the Bozeman is the one that stands out, so highly recommended that. In terms of these other sort of sales here going on, Master Keys, that's there for you. But right now, I do want to bring attention to this T6 Starship coupon gift again. And now 25% off, 4,500 Zen. These are three coupon gift tokens, and they work out to be 1,500 Zen per ship. So that is a great deal, and hopefully this, they give us more ships in the C store that are ships that we actually want, not being put into either promo boxes or lockbox ships. Now again, I will get into a video of this in the future. I've made this recommendation before, but why not give us even tier 5 versions of certain ships, or tier 6 versions of ships? So for example, the recently released Excel 2.0 Captains, I love that ship, but I would have settled for a tier 5 version. And again, it's not like it's a thing that hasn't been done in Star Trek Online. If you remember Captains of the Walker, that's a prototype that they put in. It scales from 1 to 4. But also, they gave us a tier 5 bug ship with the Jem'Hadar Recruiter. So again, it's not like it's not within their power to give us all the ships in the C store, even if it will not be a tier 6 version or a ship that doesn't have the specialization. I would definitely go for that, and probably not even bother. Personally, for me, since I don't really go for max performance, stay with C store ships. So again, a little bit of a rant there, but we'll continue on. Elite Bridge Officer Training Token, I don't think it's worth it, but that's up to you captains to decide on yourself. Of course, the Experimental Ship Upgrade Token Bundle. Again, we do find, why captains, we don't necessarily upgrade our ships, is because we do find in the base versions, even on Elite, with my fellow captains that pews with us. So there's that. Now, I know the Imperial Rift set has been on mind for a lot of people to get. It's now available. It's not the best, but it is there if it's something you want. And again, it is account unlocked. Master Key Rings, of course, recommend if you want lockbox ships. One of the best ways to get them is buying these packs on sale and then putting them on exchange after, keeping in mind how much the keys are, and then posting them for as much high value as you can, so you can get better return. Muds bundles, we already did that. I'll probably just link the video we just did recently going over the mud stuff. Research and development packs, of course, they're same thing. I don't think these ones are not going to have the promo ships in them because they're after the fact. Reason weather control ship, not necessarily something I would recommend. And again, these things we already went over. Of course, the on sale stuff here, kind of the same stuff here, but it kind of goes into detail to all the stuff. Now, again, we went over the Muds Market. We're going to go over here in terms of the items here under the new items. Again, this I would just rather recommend the Norway. The Bozeman over here. Right there, there's the Bozeman. Now, I definitely will get these two ships, the Bozeman and Intel. But this actually just adds to your spacebar ability there for the Miranda. Now, the Alliance Kinnemer bundle, if it's something that you want, it is there for you. But for 5,250, can't say that I would pay for it, along with these other items there. Of course, there's the Valdress right there. That's a tier 6 skin. Starter packs, I have a hard time recommending these because starting off, you kind of already get the ships that you need, but you do get some good ones here. So the Elite Services Pack is always good to get inventory slots, bank slots, British officer slots, and retrain tokens. So that's there for you. That's 750, which is something that is very, I'll say, grindable, easy to obtain. And that experience I have with the playthrough that we're having on the PlayStation Bridge, because I have 5,000 Zen, so this is easily obtainable. Yes, it's over a year's time, but I could have probably gotten that in the first 3 months, maybe even 2 months of me getting that. And inventory space is something that is always great. With the Federation Basic Starter Pack, I have a hard time recommending that because it's just stuff that you'd get in game anyways, and you get this when you level up. Now the Federation Elite Starter Pack, it does come with a Reliant ship here. Kind of hard to kind of beat that because, one, this is now canonized. This was one of the ships, I believe, in Picard. No, not this one, sorry. It was the... No, sorry, my apologies, not this one. But regardless, it's a good ship, tier 6 ship. It'll get you through anything, and then you get Borg Officer and all that stuff. So scratch that, this wasn't the Picard ships. I'm getting my ships confused there. The Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack, again, you get the tier 6 Gemini Vanguard Dreadnought Cruiser. You can use the tier 5 skin or the one that you see on screen. So if you love the Gemini, that's not that bad. 1,500 plus you get all the extras there. Temple Starter Pack, you get, of course, a replica of the original Constitution. It's only a tier 1. But the Paladin class here, the Temple Battlecruiser, you get, that's a tier 6 ship. So you kind of get 2 ships, and then, of course, an exclusive buff that you get in this pack. Now, the Klingon Defense Force Elite Pack, of course, you get a BOP as opposed to Miranda. Can't go wrong with a BOP. That's a cannon ship. And the tier 6 skin is actually pretty cool, I must say. Legacy of New Romulus, of course, you get the Talis here, the Drevaro, I should say. And for 1,500, that's like 50% off for a C-Store ship. That's 3,000 on regular pricing. Age of Discovery, this is the ship I was talking about earlier there, where it was a prototype light exploration cruiser, which levels with you from level 1, or sorry, from tier 1 to 4. Is this viable in endgame? Pretty sure if you build it out correctly, it's cool. I like the console that comes with it. It's a nice survivability console. I would recommend this if you like the Walker, but this is what I was talking about, where I wish they would give us versions, because this ship was released in the lockbox, I believe, either lockbox or promo box. And after that, shortly after that, they released this as a C-Store ship, only up to tier 4, but excuse me, why not go to tier 5? Why not just give us a tier 5? I would have gladly gotten that as opposed to the Walker, the tier 6 version, the promo. I don't regret getting it, but something like this, why not? Give us something that some of us just want to get the skin and have in our collection. On top of the ship, of course, you get some rifles here. Great auto rifle here. I believe that's an auto rifle. Oh no, it's a sniper rifle there. But you also get a phaser stun pistol. You get a tardigrade and some other items there, like the large XP boost there. So again, I got this. Don't regret it at the time. Even though I already had the other Walker, this was the first time we experienced a ship that you could level up from level 1 to 65 if you didn't change your ships. So story-wise, it's still okay. You'll probably struggle if you put this on Advanced or especially on Elite, but for normal gameplay, it will work for you, especially if you like the design of the Walker. I believe I got this for free, but it just came with the starter pack, so there is that. Now, expansion packs here. As you can see, I didn't get anything here. A lot of people like the Legacy of Romulus pack, along with this Temporal Special Agent pack. Now, in this pack here, there is a console that I always recommend. And of course, you get this is where you get a lot of the TOS ships here. But the Temporal Escort, the Tier 3 one, now that you can actually buy in the shipyard, this comes with the M6 computer, which is like your Domino Light. So a lot of people did get this. I know that. It has some side ships as well there. So if this is something that suits you, there's that. along with the Gamma Vanguard. This does come with Cardassian ships too as well, even along with the Jem'Hadar ships, along with a bunch of these special buffs here that do well in boosting your performance. The Discovery Operations Pack, never got this. Kind of glad I didn't. Most of these I already got for free and or I just purchased separately from that, because the Walker here, I think the only thing I don't have here is the Walker skin. This is the Georgiou, and that's okay, even though it is a good looking design ship. Not really into it, but I got these buffs already. I believe I got them from like free packs before, along with the Gagarin. Got that ship. So now I did buy the Delta Operations Pack a long time ago. I do like, and I don't regret this, because I've had numerous times where I've come back to these ships. The Guardian there, the Phantom, the Intel. Of course, you get the Dauntless you see in Voyager. I currently main this ship, the Intel Fate, on one of my Romulan characters. Love it. The Madha Raptor. This has a ridiculous console that I wish you can actually put on any Klingon ship, because it is like a disruptor rapid fire cannon. I love it, like a minigun. But this also comes with that Agent Neural, that when you activate attack pattern beta, it actually gives you a chance to restore some hulls. So this is where I get that pack, was a Delta Operations Pack. Bundles, we've kind of gone through this already, but you can see here there's still the legendary ships. So I think they're still putting that out there. I have gone through this already, mostly. So we're not going to go over that. But I do see my ships here for the anniversary. The legendary stuff is being put there as available. We've already gone through that. Now for ships here, you can buy these individually out of the packs, but I'll recommend when we get to them. Again, Bozeman there. Adamant, 100% recommend. Not only does it look good, it does come with a experimental weapon that I do like, which is, looks like double quant launchers. Even if it was doing 1 DPS, I'd go for it because it looks good. It is a Raider, but great ship nonetheless. Now we are, of course, I love the Akira, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a legendary Akira there for sure coming in next week. So we're gonna go to the tier 6 here. We're staying in the tier 6, so we can go over that quickly here. Of course, the Andromeda Inspiration Cruiser. I would rather recommend the Cygnus, and I'm pretty sure it'll show that later. Appalachian Blockade Runner, 100% recommend. When this came out, one of the best torpedo platforms, and it comes with a Tri-Cobalt Tear Launcher. Love this ship. Tier 6 skin looks good. Steam Runner skin, the original cannon skin, not 100% a fan of, but it is a great starter torpedo platform ship. So highly recommend. Arbiter class, of course, comes with energy weapon cycle. Great trait. Along with the KDF and Romulan versions as well, which is the Karak and the Valdur. Clark, multi-mission command cruiser, hard not to. This has so much spacebar ability. Not only do you get to use all of these parts here, but you also get to use parts of the Miranda. Great ship. Don't regret getting it. Delkina, I'd rather recommend the legendary bundle that it comes in. So, but it is the T6 Derpadex there for you. Air Heartstring Wing Escort, you can get this if you so desire. It is a great ship on its own. Of course, the Europa Heavy Battle Cruiser, one of the Discovery ships that we got, Nimitz. Their class, do love the Europa Discovery look here. Absolutely love it. Command ship, I do want to go back to this, but we will eventually do that sometime next year, even just to fly on our own. Gagarin, of course, this comes with the ETM trait. The Entwined Tactical Matrices gives you back-to-back torp threads when you activate FA and or cannon scatter volley. That's why you see ships use scatter volley even though they don't have cannons, because it activates a second torp spread for you. The Grissom Light Cruiser, or the T6 Canoe, the Oberth, comes with that space membrane console. Very good one. I used this once, then I just ripped the console off of it. But the console is pretty good. Hestia class, hopefully you get a legendary version that'll be coming in the upcoming anniversary event there. Again, most of the recommendations, of course, you'll see me make our Federation because, well, I'm a Fedi boy. Now here's the Karak, the tier 6 skin of this, or the tier 5, the Moog, one of my absolute favorite ships, so highly recommend this. Again, for the trade, but also the Moog skin, quite my favorite. So some of these legendary ships, of course, are in packs, and of course we've gone over those already, so I really can't recommend these individually because they're locked behind the bundles there. And here's that Mount Raptor I was talking about. It is a cool Klingon design. I will give it that. I will give it that. Now, the Mirror Angle Strike Wing Escort, of course, we got this from the 12th anniversary bundle. Cannot get this separately, but you can get the ships from that pack individually, and hence that adamant that we were going for. There's a Mirror Guardian. Not really interested in that one because it is kind of a saddle on its own, but it is there for you if you want that Terran skin, which is cool. I do like the Terran skin, very simplified Terran skin that they did here. Now here's the Morgu. I said Veldur earlier, but this is the Morgu, but you can use the Veldur skin on this. Of course, which you saw in Nemesis, one of my favorite ships. Narenda, if you just want this cruiser, this is a great looking cruiser. Of course, this is was supposed to be the Enterprise C, and you can see this in the Enterprise D bridge, the Enterprise D, where they had this actually on the wall. This was the model there. Negtev Battlecruiser, of course, is your Negvar. Can't go wrong with that. There's that Phantom Intel Escort, which I thought was going to be like the Defiant, but this in itself is a good ship, and it has like this lance console that, again, wish I put on other Federation ships, or any ship would be quite awesome. I definitely put that on my Galaxy S if I had the chance to. Getting close here to the end of recommendations. Here, of course, you have your Tactical Escort Valiant class, your Defiant. That ship when it came out, it's pretty good. We're actually going to go back onto the Defiant here with a different type of build just to show that you can still do good with tier 5 ships. Now, Titan Science Destroyer, yes, 100%. Highly recommend. Captains, you know that the console that comes off of this, the opening salvo, is a quantum torp spread, which takes down your enemy shields. Plus, this now is cannon, so can't go wrong with that. It's a great ship. Of course, and then the tier 6 skins actually have looks really good, especially the deflector. I do love that deflector on that ship. There's that Yamato, that was the tier 6 Gal X. But here you go. With the 12th anniversary, you can actually get these ships separately on its own. The Cygnus Galaxy class, what can you say? I actually made a World Razor type build on this ship because it's a 5-3. So if you're looking for like a 5-3 Galaxy, totally recommend this. And or you can get the Smexy Lexi, I call this, the Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser. Of course, what they did here, not only slap the mirror skin on it, but also a torpedo pod and a lance. And it's the flagship of Star Trek Online, which you can still use the original skin. You can, yes, fly the Audi and know it's going to be a canonized ship. The Terran Trailblazer, a lot of people say that this is better than the Janeway. And captains, you know that this is the ship that we used recently. I believe, was this the one that we used? I believe this is the one we used recently for our Borg build. But regardless, this is a great ship, a command ship that just works well. There's the Valdrez, of course. The Baran Command Dreadnought Cruiser, yes. Almost purely just on looks. This tier 6 skin, the only thing that I do with this is I just change the nacelle to the Discovery nacelles, and it just makes it more beefy because these nacelles just seem slim to me. But this just looks good. And for those who want to do tanking builds, this does come with a console that does 100% threat regen. But regardless, this is also a command ship. I wish the seating was a little better, but regardless, great ship. Your Da Vinci Saber class, 100% recommend because it's part of First Contact, one of my favorite battles. Of course, the Nova, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Did I say yes? Yes. Definitely, this is a great ship. Weird that it's pilot, but It works. Didn't care what they put on this specialization wise. I got it. I would have gotten it. Now, of course, this is the Intel Assault Cruiser, or the Sovereign. If you want a version of the Sovereign that has or makes use of Intel, as we know that got upgraded, there's your chance there. Of course, I believe that these are just the remaining legendary ships that we have here. Now, the last remaining tabs, duty officers here, that's there for you. I don't do a lot. I do a lot of doffing, but I don't really care to increase my slots because I just do fine in my own little way there. Items, of course, we've gone over this. Highly recommend, like I said, this tier 6 ship gift coupon. I might get it myself just so that we take advantage of any future ships that come out there. But yeah, you have these two. You can peruse on your own captains there. Slot and services, always great to get the EC energy credit cap increase so that you can get all the EC and not lose it, especially if you're already at your max. And if you sell an item at your max stock EC limit, you're going to lose all that EC if you go beyond it. So it's always good. One of the first thing that was recommended to me was to get that. And of course, we got that for free though when we got the lifetime service. Uniforms, hard to recommend a lot of these because I don't use them unless the ones that I've gotten for free over the years, and I'm happy with that. The only thing that I bought over the years was definitely the Wrath of Khan costume. Don't regret it. At the time, I was tripping over wanting to get a TMP tune, and I gladly used that. And of course, I got it on sale. Personnel, your chance to get any of these board bridge officer, of course, Cation, Cardassians. You even get a combat trained tardigrade. Sarberg, I got this from a pack. It was, got for free essentially. It's cool, but it's just nice to have. A lot of these things are just nice to have at this point. And of course, here's the gem at our Vanguard. These are pretty much good for space because this gives you in space bonus starship weapon, a damage critical chance and critical severity, and of course some good ground traits there as well. So there's that. And of course, these are other things here that you can get. Now, I believe I bought one thing I got here is the Klingon for the Federation. Yes, I bought this because I wanted to make a Fed Klingon, sort of match it to Worf's sort of career. So I got that one at a level 30 as a captain in a Defiant for that, and I'm happy that I got that. No regrets whatsoever. Now, these combat pets, fun. Also, like I said, it was fun, so I got it because I had to match it with the other one that we got with the laser targ, so I had to get the fire target. And when you use this, when you summon it, it actually summons the other laser. So if I summon the fire, summons the laser. If I summon the laser, summons the fire. And it's a great theme for my Klingon tunes there. Of course, the promotions here. Don't forget your free stuff that you can still, I believe you can still get. Hopefully it's still there. But regardless, it's there. So captains, we just wanted to take that opportunity to quickly give our recommendations there for the last sale of 2022. Again, I wasn't planning on making a video today, but it is there. We said in our previous video, but we'll say it now. Happy New Year's, captains. Thank you so much again for all the support here in 2022. Look forward to all the things that we'll get into and to what Star Trek Online has in store for us in 2023. Much love to you and your loved ones. Again, all the best, captains, in 2023. Like the video, comment below, let us know if you're going to be getting something from this sale. And of course, subscribe here to YouTube Bridge. Helps us also look for like-minded captains. So again, if you have any recommendations, put them there for your fellow captains as well in the description. Again, captains, one more time, happy New Year. If something else comes up, we will make sure we cover it before the end of the year. But looking forward to 2023 with my fellow captains here on the YouTube and or Twitch bridge that we also stream on. Captains, take care. We love you all, and we'll leave it on this note.